Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to say, if you're new around here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule of life. Always feel free and feel the need to verify what you learn. Now, this video right here, this isn't going to be a how-to video. This video is for people who are currently where I once was when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. We're all human, and if you're watching this, more than likely you're an adult. You're over the age of 18. And I always tell people, when it comes to credit scores, it's so important for you to at least have a credit score that's in a good or excellent range for a plan B alternative. Just something to fall back. Even if you don't want to use it as the number one option, you want to at least have it as a plan B option. And everyone has their own opinion on credit scores. Some people, they're fans of credit scores, and they use credit scores whether it be for home loans or business loans or auto loans or personal loans. Some people even use their credit scores to get things such as credit cards. And then you have some people, they don't like credit scores. They don't like them at all. They're not a fan of them. They think they're a scam. And everyone just has a different opinion on credit scores. And credit scores are actually a polarizing topic. Some people love credit scores because they benefit from them, and credit scores have helped change their financial outlook. And some people dislike credit scores. And when it comes to people who dislike them, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have a bad or poor credit score, because some people, they may even have a good credit score, but they're not a fan of how credit scores work. And some people are also in the debt-free community. And as you know, people who are in the debt-free community, a lot of them are not fans of credit cards. But this video is for people who may not be in a good or excellent range, and you're looking to get in a good and excellent range when it comes to a credit score. You have come to the realization that you need your credit score in order to acquire things that you desire as an adult. And I just want to let you all know I've been here before. I remember back in 2006, and my subscribers, they're probably familiar with this story, but back in 2006, I had a Best Buy credit card. I signed up for it, and I was approved. They gave me a credit limit of $300, and I was ecstatic. I was so excited that I was approved for a credit card because I had heard so much about credit cards, mainly negative things, but I heard so much about them, and I didn't think I would be able to qualify for one. So they approved me for a Best Buy credit card and gave me a $300 credit limit. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew about the card, I didn't know how to manage it. I didn't know about credit card utilization. All I knew was to make my payments and to make them on time. And I would go and I would pay the minimum payment. And throughout the years, I would often hear about credit scores, but I still didn't know about credit scores as far as how they come about. If someone was to ask me the three major credit bureaus, I wouldn't be able to tell them. I wouldn't be able to tell them off top of the head that it's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. I really didn't know that. And if you're watching this, it's important that you know those things. But I really wouldn't be able to tell them. And I remember around 2009, around that time, I was dating a woman, and she was telling me, like, hey, you need to focus on your credit score. This is something I should have already known, by the way. And I did know it, but I really didn't pay much attention. But she was like, you should focus on your credit score and try to build up your credit score. And you should go and see if you could get approved for a credit card, because that will help you. So I went and I applied for a store credit card. I believe it was either Banana Republic or Express. It was one of those stores in the mall. And I figured, hey, I believe it was Banana Republic. I'm not sure, but I was like, hey, let me go apply for a retail credit card. So I went and I applied, and I was rejected. And I was like, wow, my credit must not be good. And they rejected me because of my credit. I didn't have established credit. You figure I had the one Best Buy card, but other than that, I didn't have much established as far as credit cards were concerned. So that was around 2008, 2009. Then you fast forward to 2014. The Best Buy credit card ended up getting canceled because of a lack of usage. I wasn't using it. Around 2013, 2012, I stopped using it. Now, it wasn't like it had a balance on it because I always made sure eventually that I paid off my balance. So I didn't have a balance on it, but it just got closed because of a lack of usage. And plus, they switched the bank, and when they switched the bank, I guess the new bank was like, hey, he's not using this card, so let's close it down. So the way that I found out that the card was closed is I needed my credit score around that time. I was in the market for a new car, and I was like, hey, I had this Best Buy credit card. So I ended up calling the number on my Best Buy credit card, and they were like, well, your card has been closed for months now. And then I asked them, I was like, hey, is it a way that you could open up my card and reopen it? They was like, no, you would have to go and apply for a totally different card and a totally different account. And I was like, wow, I can't do that. And I knew at that moment I didn't have a credit score to help me do that. So a couple of months went by, and like I stated, I was in the market for a car. So I went and I applied for a new car, and I got rejected. My credit score was low. My credit score was actually a 549, and I really didn't understand why my credit score was so low. And I was like, man, I need to go and figure out ways that I can increase my credit score. And that's when I started my journey. And that's when I started to learn about different things when it comes to credit scores. And it seemed so foreign to me. When I look back on it now, I'm like, okay, I know how credit scores work now. I know the 5 categories that determine the FICO credit score. I know all of those things now. But back then, it was so foreign to me, and I really didn't understand credit scores and how credit scoring worked. And you may be in that position right now. You may not understand credit scores and how credit scoring works. And I'm here to tell you, it's not rocket science. It's not something that you have to go and you have to major in college in order to figure out how a credit score works and in order to figure out how to get good or excellent credit. You just have to apply yourself and be disciplined and learn the 5 categories. And I'll be honest with you, here on this Water Your Soil channel, I created over 500 videos specifically for people like you. And the reason why is because I was once in that situation. Like I stated, I had a 549. I started out in the 500s. I'm currently in the 800s with all 3 major credit bureaus. So it is possible. It usually takes time. It's not something that happens overnight for most people. Maybe for some people it does, but for most people, it's something that takes months to years. But it can be done. So a new year is coming up. 2025 will be here in less than 3 months. And you want to start your journey right now towards building up your credit score and towards getting on the right path and building a habit, because the way you're really going to be able to increase your credit score and get in that good or excellent range is by creating new habits. You have to create new habits. You have to create a new way of thinking. I had to do this. And most people who go through this and go from poor to excellent credit, they also have to do this. You just have to create new financial habits. You have to look at money different. You have to look at credit cards different. And that's going to take some focus and some dedication. And will you have to sacrifice some things? Of course you will. We all have to make sacrifices in life in order to acquire certain things. But all I can tell you is it's worth it. Like I stated, I've been there before. I've been that poor credit before. I've been embarrassed at the car dealerships. I've been embarrassed when applying for a credit card at the mall. I understand how the rejection feels. There was one time when I was going from dealership to dealership getting rejected. I also ended up having to return a card that they gave me, and I had to return it because the bank decided they didn't approve on my loan. So I've been there, and things got ugly. And of course, when those type of things happen and you're rejected, you're going to feel down. But I'm here to tell you, you're not out of the fight. As long as you're alive and you're watching this video and you have access to information, which we all do, whether it's on Google or the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, the library, there's so much information out here. As long as you have opportunity and access to information, you can do it. You can change your credit score and you can increase your credit score. So never think that you're out of it. And I just wanted to make this video. This is not a how-to video. This is not a video with hacks, or if you do this, you can increase your credit score, or if you do that, you can increase your credit score. No, this isn't that type of video. I just wanted to take out the time to talk to you all and let you know I've been there. I'm not someone who was handed my credit score. I didn't achieve my credit score from being someone's authorized user, even though there's nothing wrong with that, but that wasn't my journey. So I'm here to tell you all that I've came from the same path that you're currently on, as well as other YouTubers as well. They've come from it as well. Shout out to Caesar Joel. He has come from that path as well. And I'm just here to let you all know that it is possible, and you can go from poor credit to good or excellent credit, but it's strictly up to you and the work you want to put in, and if you want to apply yourself. Just ask yourself, what's your why? Why do you want to do it? And if you really want to do it, you can achieve it. But I just wanted to make this video for you all. Stay focused. 2025 is right around the corner, and you can do it. Just stay focused and try to soak up as much information as possible. I have a lot of videos on this channel to help you. I have a credit card help for a beginner section. I have a credit score help for a beginner section. It's on the homepage of this Water Your Soil channel. They're both playlists. Just click on them and they'll play video after video. And there's countless amounts of information, whether it's here on YouTube, Google, wherever. So just stay focused and stay in the fight. But I just wanted to make this video for you all to remind you that I did come from where some of you are currently. But anyways, if you're new around here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video, because I post often. That's clicking on the bell and selecting all. Also, this goes to every single one of you. Be sure to hit the like button. That goes to my subscribers as well. That's your way of letting the algorithm know you support this video and this channel. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you for taking out the time to watch this video. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. What's going on? This is Nell from Water Your Soil. So as someone who went from a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s, I decided to share the same information that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. This book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. I put everything in this book, everything that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. All of the information is in this book. So I want you all to purchase this book. A lot of you have already purchased it, but it's available currently right now on Amazon.com and also MasterCreditBook.com. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. You want this book. It has all the information needed in order for you to go from poor credit to excellent credit, or just simply maintain your good or excellent credit score. So get the book ASAP. And if you want something more in depth, you could take the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. It's more in depth. There are actually chapters in this course, and it walks you through basically how FICO credit scores come about and how they're determined. And really, once you learn how FICO scores come about and the concept of credit scores, then you're pretty much on your way to either going from poor credit to good credit, or just maintaining a good or excellent credit score. So if you want something more in depth, I have the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. All right.